so welcome to Module 6. Module 6 is going to be geared towards the Amazon pay-per-click. So this is probably one of the most tough subject, I guess you could say, on Amazon right now in regards to how to set it up properly. And what I mean by properly is to make sure that it's actually profitable so that you guys are able to generate income all the time. So the worst thing that could happen is you create a PPC campaign, and what happens is, your cost to acquire the customer is a lot higher than what your profit margins are. So, perfect example is, let's just say your profit margins are 30%, but you're acquiring the customer at 70%. Well, obviously you are losing money, and in the long term, that's not going to work out. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to be able to set that up so we can test it and make little changes to ensure that our PPC works for us, okay? So pretty much, like I said, it's very, very straightforward in regards to setting it up. There is some strategy behind it, but it's very, very simple. And it comes down to a few different things. So when we run our PPC campaigns, we're going to be running campaigns on a few things. So we're going to be running it to find profitable keywords that we're going to use that is converting to sales. We're going to be doing that by using Amazon's data, but also by using research tools like Helium 10 or Viral Launch to find keywords that are working for our competitors so that we can compete against them, and finding keywords that not a lot of other people are ranking for so that we can come in and rank for them for PPC. And then once we have all these campaigns running, then we just have to remove the non-converting keywords. So any keywords that aren't working, for some reason we can't convert or get the ACoS lower than what it's supposed to be, we'll have them removed and put them as a negative keyword so that we don't keep spending money on other campaigns running keywords that don't bring us money, okay? And then once we figure out exactly what keywords are bringing in money, then all it comes down to, guys, is just increasing the bids, creating exact search campaigns for those exact keywords, and just double downing on everything that we researched on so that we can now spend all our money on keywords that are going to convert, okay? So, like I mentioned, though, before we start doing this, guys, it's very, very important that you guys have reviews before you start PPC. There is a lot of debate, and there's a lot of, mixed, opinions out there in regards to running ads before. And the problem is a lot of people will run ads with 0 reviews. They're going to start getting sales, and they're going to say, perfect, it's working. I'm getting sales, with 0 reviews. PPC is working, but they really don't take a look at the big picture, and which is the ACoS, the cost to acquire the customer. And another thing that might happen is they're going to find keywords that are not performing well. They're going to remove those keywords, put them as a negative keyword, and then the problem is that it could have been a good keyword if you had a little bit more reviews. So what I mean by that, again, like I mentioned earlier, is if the product, if your ACoS is 30% or your profit margins are 30% and your ACoS is over that, then that's probably not a keyword that you want to be using. However, it's not fair to gauge that before you have at least 10 reviews, because your ACoS will always be higher if you have lower reviews, okay? So we'll get into it a little bit more here in the videos in details, but like I said, do not start your campaigns unless you have 10 reviews. Again, if you do start, you definitely can get sales, but it's probably just going to cost you a lot more money to get those sales, and in the long term, you're just going to end up losing more money, and it's not going to work out. So I'll see you guys in the next video on how we're actually going to set up these campaigns. I'll show you guys a step-by-step guide. I'll see you guys in the next video.